Are they all? Are they all? Uh, what a champion should look like? Do they all look similar? Are they all similar? Are they all along the same lines?
Absolutely
Or
not. Because
okay,
I don't think it's about that.
okay.
I think it when it comes to your point, top studs. In my mind, there's certain dogs with certain virtues where them
Hmm.
being in the ring ain't gonna help my bitch any more or less. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah,
Uh, to be honest with you, but at one point in time, and that's just because of where things are today, right? At one point in time, the best dogs were the ones in the ring. You know what I'm saying? And it mattered. It counted for
it
something.
did. Yeah.
But now it's not about the best dog. Even for the registries, to your point, because none of their champions do look
It
the same.
well, yeah, and it's different for. I mean, it's we can have 100 different things, and you
Yeah.
know, I mean, it's really scattered today. Um, it's scattered today. It's confusing a lot of times, and it's not chosen on the same, not even with the same criteria, and so it becomes very, very, very. What we're faced with when everything goes, you know, then what's special, or what's right, or what's good? I don't know. Everything goes. So what's right for you may not be right for you, but in everything goes, shit, who's wrong? You
There's a
know?
couple.
Yeah,
There's a couple things you said.
every registry has a standard for the micros, and for the most part, all the ones that I know, they got something for the toys, which is below size wise of the micro, 10
Mhm.
inches and below. But
But
Mhm.
out
nobody,
of I mean, out of the
I ain't gonna
top
say
10,
nobody, for the most part, a lot of people, a lot of breeders, they don't even go to the show ring.
Yeah,
And
right.
so you got some with exotic features,
Mhm.
which is in the standards, but a lot of exotic breeders do not.
Right.
Right? It was a few weeks ago. Rob had a conversation with people about that.
Mhm.
Right? They just did. People said standard. Some said they didn't
Yeah.
know it, and some said who followed. So
Who follows the
but
standard? Yeah.
there's
for
two
me,
Right.
things.
it's about the competition. I like to compete. So win or lose, it's no problem with me. I like to compete. So
Absolutely.
can't get out
Well,
here and do no bite work and let dogs attack me
mhm.
down the field or anything like that. I gotta compete somewhere.
Mhm.
Breeding. I gotta get in that ring and do something. So
There's a couple things Jamie said though. She said that you know, she was always pressing in or moving forward,
yeah,
right? And so whatever the tool is okay, I gotta get back there. I gotta drop the tranny, right?
yeah,
The tool that I need for the tranny and the tool that I need to take off that drive shaft are two different
different,
tools, right?
different.
Hey, can we
But
get you? Hey,
I'm still
can we get you to say the full word, Vino? Because I don't want to get banned.
say what?
The full word. Just say transmission, bro.
Oh yeah, transmission. But my point is you're in the process of getting to what you're working towards, right?
Mhm.
But the tool that you need in the meantime is different, right? The tool that I need right now to get to where I'm going is different.
Yeah,
And so when you're moving towards something, you know what tool you need because that's where you're at and that's what you're looking at, right? That
Mhm.
Allen wrench that I use to take the cover off of this thing isn't needed now because I got the Allen wrench part off. Now I need a 7/16,
yeah,
right? So my
yeah.
point is if you're constantly working towards something, there's different tools that you're going to need along the way. But if you're not working towards anything, then it doesn't matter if it's a tool or not. It's, hey, this thing's popping over here, so now it's this. And then
Mhm.
next 6 months is going to be this. And my daughter from the last one is growing up, so now I got a crown. Or I'm not going to throw no names out there, but now I got a bitch off of this dog, and then I'm a breeder to this dog. Bro, I'm going to be selling my puppies for 15, 20K. Why? Just off of the names that they mentioned,
Names
right? But they might not, you would have bred that at that time, you would have got further than this last dog just got you. You know what I'm saying? But the focus is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, the focus is completely different. Yes. And I think the focus is different all over the place. I mean, one registry's focus is different than the next. And, you know, I mean, we got a lot of focuses going on out there. A lot. I don't even know if focus is the right word.
It's not.
We're going a lot of directions.
Yeah, but not only the breeders going different directions, it's the registries actually going against each other as well. You know, so they're for everybody else to come in and get their dogs registered. So, you know,
Jamie, how come you've never opened up your registry for the exotic? So,
Man, we got enough of them. I mean, we got a lot of registries out there, and basically, I hate running a registry. It's one of the most hated things I have to do, and you know, and so I mean, it was like a necessary evil that had to go with shorty bulls, you know, and so that's what we did there. But I mean, the last thing we need right now is another registry. I mean, we got plenty, you know, we have plenty of registries. We have plenty of shows, you know, but we're not in tune with each other at all.
No, but that's the thing though. Your registry isn't new. It's not longer than the ball.
Yeah.
Right. Avalon has the question, bro. Avalon say now after using that tool, is that litter breeding stock or pets?
That's for you to determine. Avalon.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's something you'll use for your next generation, you know?
Yeah, and I didn't mean to come so off the cuff with my answer.
I feel you have to test that litter though.
Yeah, you know, every litter. I mean, you know, you won't know till it's grown up. And that's another thing that, you know, that we probably need to do more of is grow these dogs. I mean, somebody's got to keep some dogs in, but we're running out of programs. I mean, programs now are, you know, just we don't have big programs really anymore. I think they're really necessary if you're serious about a goal, you know.
Yeah, but Avalon, I want to double back to his question because I said that really fast. And so what I meant to say is it's for you to determine where to go from that point. And hopefully, like Jamie said, hopefully you see what you were shooting for, or you get the results from using that tool. Hopefully that tool gets you to the next step. But sometimes you might have to do it again. Or you might say, hey, you know what, man, I see this part and this part, but this part over here, I completely did not focus on, and now I see it in front of me, right? So now it's like there's a different tool. So move forward, and I love those kind of questions because those are the things that people need to know. Is that it is okay for you to determine it's your responsibility to determine what the tool is for your bitch. You know what I mean? And a lot of times in the game, bro, they're waiting for the game to tell them what dog to breed to because they're not looking at their bitch or they don't know. And when they go to a registry or a show or whatever, they're not finding out there because everything's got a spot, right? So if there's room for everything or there's no problem, everything that's in the ring gets an award or whatever, then there's no problem. And the reason why that's a problem is because no standard, no problem. No problem is a big problem. So it doesn't matter if you have a piece of paper if it's not being enforced in the ring, right? It doesn't matter. And so what it does is it takes the value off that to where now people are like, man, I don't care about a show or champion my dog out. You know what I'm saying? That's not where the game is, but it's just different motives.
Yeah, because before a goal used to be to create a champion, have a champion. You feel me? Like now, I don't even know what the goal is anymore.
I don't know if it should.
Money.
I don't know. Your target, when you're focused and you know what you really like, and Jamie, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but if you know what you really like, it's not generally a moving target, right? It's usually you're getting closer and closer, or you know what, you see something else and you're like, you know what, I really don't like what I thought I liked. Now that I'm seeing this, I like this, right? that stuff happens. So it's still our responsibility to decipher based off of what we know. But a lot of people don't take the time to even Google it.
Well, and you know, it's changed a whole lot. You know, it's gone from one size to a 5 sizes from there, and color and hair, and I mean, it changes all the time. And so, you know, if you're not really set on what you like, man, you're always trying to catch up. If that's not what you have, and it's going to change again. That was popular 10 years ago isn't popular now. It's changed. It's a different size or something.
Yeah,
You know,
it shouldn't be. I mean, hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's further ahead. You know what I mean, Jamie? Like,
yeah,
if it's continuous improvement, then it's like it should get better.
yeah,
You know, so it's
it
like
should get better. But I mean, that's one thing that, you know, continuous improvement. It should get better. But I feel like we're also still changing our mind a lot, where we're not even improving, we're changing a lot, you know.
fast.
I mean,
Yeah.
and that's okay. I mean, we just have to take that into consideration, you know. Right.
Right. Hey,
But I
you know
mean,
what?
it's going to happen. And you know, there's so many people um breeding dogs today. I mean, it's bound to happen, you know. And you know, just think, the hot new shit is the hot. That's a big thing in our community, you know.
Yeah,
That's a big thing.
Hey, there's a
it goes
question
back to what you
in the
said,
comments
Jamie,
that
as far as when you said what you said about Rampage. You said,
Mhm.
you know, that dog, knowing, you know, he did a lot. He did a lot of good
Mhm.
for you, right?
Right.
But it didn't end with Rampage. That was
No.
you know what I mean?
Right.
So it was like that goes back to what you said then.
You know, and I feel like that's a lot of our. I mean, that's like looking at the American Bully, from where it started to where it went. You know, with the
Right.
dogs that it started with, would they still be in style today? Would somebody still want those today? I mean, that's the changes I'm talking about, you know. And
Right.
when I say style, man, this is just like fashion, really. It's a lot like fashion. Things come in style, things go out of style.
somebody say in the comments, have you heard no males? Is that rare? Nah, it can happen.
Yeah, that can happen. It happened to me twice in my whole life. That's it. But I always wanted that. But a litter of all males? Oh, I've had that
Oh,
bunch of
plenty of
times.
times.
Bunches of times. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah, so like I said, man, at the end of the day, a top stud to the topic to me has to be based off production and the money part of it. Like that never mattered to me because we're in a time where like we hear people immediately, oh, I got 100 lock-ins, but over 5 years we see maybe 8 breedings. You feel me? So that doesn't matter to me just because somebody. And then the lock-ins are so cheap nowadays. You know, it's like people are locking in for $100 and shit nowadays. So that kind of doesn't make your dog special to be able to say that.
I mean, I think and man, the reason why I struggle with the top stud thing and the number of productions and all that is because the top stud for my bitch ain't gonna be the top stud for your bitch. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how many different ways to
Right.
say that, but it's like you're the top stud, you know, or busting or everybody wants to, okay, but your bitch is maybe even better than that stud is. Your
Right.
bitch might be closer, but since the game is telling you to breed to this dog, you go and breed to this dog and your whole yard goes backwards. How many times have we seen that?
I've seen that a lot.
And so the hard part that I have about saying something like, you know, it's got to have productions is that other dog that's right for somebody's bitch that might be new to the game or might be in the cut for that person. it'll deter them from breeding to that dog. And if that's what their
Mhm.
bitch needs, but then, going back to, how do you even know what your bitch needs? How do you identify that?
Well,
What is
yeah, that's where you gotta. That's where you gotta have some experience. I mean, you just have to. You know. I mean, if your goal is to make better dogs or to lock in something, or then that takes a minute to learn that.
How many traits do you think that it can take? The most traits that a dog
Well-
can bring.
Well, I think that some things are worth fixing, and some things aren't worth even messing. What you're trying to get to,
Yeah.
I mean, and what what are you building with? I mean, you can't fix 3 or 4 things and keep this. I mean, that's pretty complicated when you're just starting out. Like I said before, you may not even realize some of the things that are there or whatever. When you learn different things about dogs. I mean, do you remember the first time you learned about a fault that you didn't know existed before your eyes were open to it? I mean, and then you're like,
Right.
wow, how could I miss that? How did I not see that? Until this guy told me about it, and then you'll never miss it again. It's just things like that.
Yeah, facts. And then how many people don't even figure out what they like until they've already got this bitch and raised her, and the stuff that they like, that bitch ain't nowhere near it. And then they think that they could breed to that bitch, because they're already invested in it.
Just don't want to hear, what they're lacking or anything negative, and that's part of it. I mean, you have to hear that from people who are, telling you things that are true.
Yeah. And like,
But now you're just a hater, or you're just you're full of shit, or whatever it is. But
yeah, and it's like, to me, Jamie, it's one of those deals where it's like, all right, my bitch don't look like what I like anymore, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, now I'm gonna move forward with this bitch, and the style dog that I need to breed her to is right over here in front of me at my buddy's house, or over here in this yard. I've seen him, but he's not, or I keep, it's a 7K bottom for that market.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's like, now, even if I got this ugly bitch, you know what I'm saying? I don't like her style, but I can breed to this dog, and since it has a name, it comes with this value associated.
Hey,
You feel me?
real quick, hey, commercial break. Hey, for everybody that's in here, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that chain link in there, and hit the get updates, bro, so y'all are not late to the lives, bro. And y'all make sure y'all share the live 5 times, bro. Everybody that's on here, bro. Y'all show some support to some real dog talk, man. My
Hey,
bad.
I can't.
You might have to go out and come back in.
Okay, I'm gonna do that real quick.
Hey, Jamie, do you think you can have more than one top stud in your program?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Breed at
I
the
mean,
same time?
yeah, I think so, definitely. Here the past few years I've had, they were just throwing what I needed to throw, very consistently, and so I kept 10, 11 of my own studs, and I could do a lot of that. That's a lot to keep, but I didn't have to rely on anybody. I knew what was behind it for generations. I knew what was on the sides of it as far as litter mates and stuff. You know what you've done, you know exactly how they grew, or what you saw, what most of them had, what the one special one had, and those things. And so, I kept quite an arsenal, but I had to fix for almost everything. And then as I progressed, I mean, at some point you got to quit fixing and you got to start locking in good things, and and
Yes.
yeah, you can't always be fixing. I mean, and if you do it right, there'll be a point when you're not always fixing, you're maintaining something that when it all came together,
that's
you're maintaining
what
it.
I always say, like in the exotic community, we spend so much time fixing shit, we can never perfect anything.
Well, I think in exotics it's still changing so much. It's changing so much and so
Right.
fast. Yeah. I mean, it's this size, it's that size, it's this look, it's this color, it's
It's
there's a
drastic.
lot of changes,
Yeah, drastic
I
change.
think everybody's trying to get the turn around. The Frenchie has something new in it,
Oh man,
so everybody,
and the Frenchies. Yeah, there's a lot of Frenchies anymore. Yeah.
I think the exotics. I think the exotics are I think of the camps, the very few camps that are actually out there producing a dog that are, their name, you can mention them on any day of the week over the last 5-7 years, right? Some even longer. But there's a few of those guys and they're still on the top.
Yeah.
But they have a consistent look. Everything else, I think we get glimpses, but there's not those camps are way outnumbered. So their dogs, it just shows like what a little bit of focus will do. Consistently pressing into what you got. If you've identified what you like. But if that's the case and people are producing what they like, right, and they're putting into what they like, however much they want to, I think those littler camps that have consistent looks are showing us what happens when you got to focus, right? Type. And these dogs, there's every type, there's a boom or a market for it, but there's certain types that don't help that thing out. There's certain things that don't help exotics out.
Yeah, and then there's certain things that doesn't matter what you like, you should get away from the stuff that
Absolutely.
that we still see so much of to anybody, and definitely not the dog, and
Yeah.
I mean, some things are just not. Just shouldn't even be out there. I mean, we can only get the legs so bent, and then it's a problem. So I'm talking about things like that, that affect it.
Yeah.
Whether you like, I mean, I don't know why anybody like that, but
they can only bend so far and get so short at the same time.
Yeah.
And there's a difference in between a dope male and a dope stud. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, I don't know.
Like when I first came in about 5 years ago almost, Ife started with, already had some, I don't know, but I know he was still promoting them.
Right.
And another podcast we was doing, Level Up or Shut Up, so we had him on and he was showing some of them one day. And that was our first time into him until I ran into Rob, and Rob was talking about him and started showing him as well. And he was talking about the Brahma Bulls. And I was at a show here, it was here in North Carolina, and this lady had one and she was showing one. That's the only time I seen one in person.
Right.
So
Yeah, it's important to see things in person, before you.
yeah.
I mean, it's just really important, especially today,
It is, Jamie, because that's why barbecue started. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
That's how fun shows started. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Fun shows, barbecue started because people wanted to get up and see what was there. It was normal for people to go to a fun show or a barbecue with envelopes just to lock in studs. That's where
That's
Fact.
important to see where you stand, to really decide, what you like, what you don't like, the differences, the things that are similar. Yeah, I think that those are all good things that, probably need to happen again. I think people can make up their own mind from seeing it. They can kind of see what they like when they see it in person or what they don't like.
Yeah,
I
but
believe that. Even though if they can't, tell you exactly what it is, they can say, I like that dog.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I think what leads to the thing in the game, like, is back then, like, those were the shows where it was safe for breeders to show up with that freak. You know what I'm saying? That's where Freak on the Leash came from. My thing is,
Remember though, talking about that, I don't remember like the freaks being such a big deal as like
yeah, exactly.
they,
They weren't a big deal. It was just
yeah,
like, oh yeah, that's so and so. But we knew
yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
wrong. We knew it was wrong, so it was like, oh, there's that. You would never touch it, but you
Oh my
seen them,
gosh. I just
and
don't
so it's like,
remember it being, yeah, so
yeah, like you would
Now
see.
people out here exposing them at shows and stuff. They put them all over social media.
But all the wrong dogs back then were coming from the people that were actually in the lab. They were
Yeah.
doing shit and they were showing us and they were showing up to the fun shows. So, and the top studs were showing up. Nobody was scared of nothing because the fun show is okay. That's where you do that at. But
Yeah, it was a
it's
different
like,
show. They
no,
had
but here's the
dogs
thing.
that could go in the
Here's where it
ring
changed
too.
that, bro. Here's where it changed that in the dog game is a redefinition of terms. And whenever you
no.
redefine what words mean, it inevitably and values vastration means that the shit that mattered before don't matter as much no more. And so that's where we're at in the dog game today is we redefine terms, we reestablish the value of what a standard means and what it means to actually have a vision. People think that vision automatically means like you're doing something different, but you can do you can coexist and put out the style dog that you like,
Yeah.
even if you find out that your style dog is a different breed.
Mhm.
So go figure that shit out. You know what I mean? Go figure out what you really like. You think you like certain style dogs, but when you think comes from, then you might really be like, you know what, man, I like this and I want even more of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the difference.
When you say redefine terms, that is very, I've noticed lately that a lot of things are hung up on a word, and it's taken out of context, and yeah, but we shouldn't have to
That's
do
like,
that. I mean, we shouldn't have to always be going back to that.
well, that's why I always tell people, bro. If it ain't in the dictionary, bro, I don't want to hear it. And that's not what that means. Like, I'm real factual when it comes to terms, and I try to make sure people stay on that. At least if I'm on the live or if I'm around, we sticking to what this really means. I don't care what your definition of it is.
Fact.
You feel me?
But the rest of the game, no one's clarifying it, bro. No one's clarifying anything. And that's where the registries is supposed to come in at, bro. The registries is, look, if you don't know and you show up to a real show and it's not a fun show, then that's where you learn. And it might be a hard lesson, bro, but that's what the registry's for. That shit it's supposed to uphold the value. But now we got people treating fun shows like they're sanctioned shows, and sanctioned shows are to thrive as discipline. And so the game that we see when we see people floating or going to popular studs and stuff like that, bro, that it's the lazy game. It's easy. They don't have a focus. A lot of them don't even know what they nominate that for. Amy, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the fun shows. When you really think about it, the fun shows, they're about parts of dogs. You know, best what? Best
Facts.
tail, best tricolor. That's
Yes.
a part of the dog. You know, and the best of that you know, that's the thing. And the sanctioned shows are more geared toward, you know, several things in line with the standard. So basically more of a total dog. That's the difference that, you know, we see. Um,
Yeah. But even then, Jamie, to your point, like I said, like the fun show, that's where people would get their reps in, even for the
yeah,
sanctioned show.
yeah,
Like, remember, people would
yes,
tape off the shelter at the
true.
park, and people have them gate their dogs. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
A lot of the registries are catering to the people.
Oh,
But
oh yeah, and then
they
that's
don't
yeah.
want to.
Then we see that a lot.
They want more people coming to them.
Mhm.
We was talking about earlier. So, uh, and now you got best in show, fun show, and that right there, all people got to do is go to that and they get a best in show
Well,
trophy.
you know, and I mean, at some point you got to realize anymore. I mean, you know, making people money. I mean, you know, so much has changed, and the focus is always changing. But I mean, you're about one or the other. You're either about dogs, and you got pride in your program, and you know, you stick with what you know and what you like, and you know where you're going, or you don't, and then that's vastly different. That's one of the biggest. It's a huge difference between, you know, I mean, if you're just in it for the money and I mean, you're going to do whatever brings the money, right?
True.
Yeah. If
Yes.
you're in
Yeah.
it for the dogs, it's different, you know? You really like those dogs. I mean, it's different than just doing the shit for the money. Now, whichever one wins, you know, that depends. They're as strong as the people behind them pushing them. That's what's real about the whole thing, you know? So, you know, we got to look at it like that too.
On your females, how do you prefer them to be? You like those to be bigger than the males or same size? How do you prefer them?
Me?
As far as
Yeah.
Oh, or Vino. Vino, go ahead, V.
no, I was just gonna say, as far as how that affects a top stud. Uh, I mean, once again, it's a hard question to answer because it depends on what you're shooting for. But
Mm-hmm.
ideally, you know, it's not gonna hurt. Generally, if your bitch is small, it's not gonna hurt if your bitch is big. You know what I'm saying? Like if your male has the proportions. But at the same time, I mean, it depends. Like, and Dobermans are way smaller. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no issues. So it all depends on your dog, I think. But I don't know. If I could pick, I would choose bigger bitches personally.
Is there a particular reason?
Uh, yeah. For me, it's
Excuse me.
for me the reason why I prefer bigger bitches is I want the bitch to be able to carry a healthy. I wouldn't be breeding a bitch if she didn't have all those other things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the bitch already got everything that you want.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
And so it ain't gonna hurt me nothing to go to a bigger bitch because I know that proportions pass off. You know what I'm saying? So you might not get there in one breeding in terms of, but you know if you know what you're selecting for, right? So here's the thing: you can use a big bitch and breed her to a smaller male, right? You think everything's gonna come out big? Absolutely not. What's gonna come out big? The males are gonna come out big. You know, you might get a bigger bitch, but generally your bitch is gonna be shorter like her dad was, or have more of his proportions than the males will. Males take after their mom. So I think it's you know, for all intents and purposes, I prefer a bigger bitch because if I have to, if I'm shooting for something smaller, it makes me feel proportions are different, right? They differ. So you can have a bitch that looks bigger or not as bullish, looks leggy or some shit like that. Well, she might carry a litter easier than that bitch that's short and, you know, cobby.
And what
But I don't
about
know.
you,
I've seen it
Jamie? How
both
do you,
ways,
how do you
man.
feel about it?
Do what?
I was telling them, Jamie, how does she feel about it?
Well, I think I have different, you know, depends on what you're doing. I mean, I really don't like to use dogs that are too far off of what I'm shooting for. You know, I'm not one to use, you know, do that. But you know, the shorty bulls are small dogs, so that's a little bit different too. But I mean, I'm always trying. It doesn't matter what it is, if it's size or if it's, you know, however many things I have to fix and however many things I think are virtuous that I want to carry on. I'm always matching them for that. I don't know how to else to explain that. That's what I'm always doing. Always, I mean, regardless. I might use a dog that, you know, is extreme looking. See how that's gonna pass off, you know. So have a certain goal in mind, and it's not to, you know, I'm not trying to go all crazy with it. I want it to do a certain thing, and that's enough. And so, you know, I do that. But as far as just size, just sheer come with other things beside that. I don't like to breed little tiny bitches, you know, of anything, because it is harder for them to carry litter, and you know, the shorter we get the back, that affects it too. And you know, it's just hard. It's difficult for little dogs to do, you know, have big litters and stuff. It's harder. So, you know, I try to keep it very similar, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try
Yeah,
to match them up.
I agree with, yeah, I agree with that part.
Yeah.
Think get them too far apart, height wise and length wise. That's when you start having the internal organs start being different sizes.
Mm.
And start having certain problems. The tongues start having, you know, you get longer tongues or
Longer tongues. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and you know, if your goal is to get a certain point, and you know, then you want it to be consistent, because if you get it like you want it, you need to make more of those. And so, you know, when you start off, yeah, I just never wanted to fight that, and on top of everything else, you know, you're trying to juggle and keep, because it is a juggle. It's a juggle when you're trying to keep things, and you know, and get rid of other things. Yeah, it's a juggle.
yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, we got to be honest in our evaluations too.
I prefer in general to keep them, you know, in generally the same size, you know, for the most part.
Yeah, you know, supposed to be a bigger breed, a smaller breed, you know, that's gonna affect it too. Like I used English bulldogs in my shorty bulls. I didn't use the great big ones. I didn't use the same English in my shorties that I used in my oldies, because the oldies I wanted big, you know, the shorties I wanted small. So, you know, things like that, I took those into account too. You know, I just didn't want to fight with myself later on, you know, fight things that I'd done thinking it was a shortcut, for it to not to be a shortcut at all in the end. Yeah. Uh-huh.
You know, I'll see, and I already know, you know, I know where generally I'm going to see my size differences at, depending on what
Yeah.
I'm using, but I'm, you know, from the ground up essentially. And so,
Mhm.
I still, with certain dogs in different sizes, I still have the leisure to steer it and work it towards my benefit in terms of, you know, growing toward that consistent spot. So like you said, like constantly getting better.
Mhm.
So it's like, it's not trash just because you got one
Right.
that looks like this and one that looks like this.
Oh,
You might have to do that depending on your bitch. And
yes,
that's
you
what
may.
She's doing. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by not everybody's top stud is the same as somebody else's. You know what I mean? Because depending on what I'm feeding, you know what I mean? That other stud ain't gonna work for where I'm at right now.
Right. And you may have litters when you're building and getting somewhere that you're going. You may have litters that aren't going to look like what you want, but are they going to have that trait that you wanted? Yes. And then you have to go carry on from there. So, you know, you can't say that litter was trash. It wasn't trash. You know, it just is going to take longer to get it where you want it, but you'll have that, you know, set in it good and strong, and you know you can count on it. Has a best place to, you know, show it off to. So knowing your audience is very important in this too. I mean, it just saves you some trouble later. You know, if it doesn't meet the standard for the show ring, you know, don't take it and be mad that you didn't win. I mean, you know,
Right.
no matter what it is. I mean, I think that we are more suited, you know, for different things, not just every dog that's cool is gonna do every single thing and get the same response, you know. And so, yeah, I think that's something that's important too, that we show these off to the right people, or hold them maybe and show their productions or whatever, you know. There's just certain things that, yeah, make it easier than, you know, not harder than it has to be.
In your in y'all's oldies, did you already use Lapahah Bulldog?
I did not. No, I didn't. I called the registry and I spoke to them in great detail, and I was able to, you know, send in what I had and make my own line, and I didn't have a Lapahah in it, so I didn't. But I've seen a lot of nice ones that did.
Yeah, I seen those because I had some American Bulldogs as well, you know, back in the night, and care for them as much because they had the Catahoula in those.
Yeah.
Although they was good aggressive hunting dogs, I was looking for some more along the more protection style dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
It's just they
Yeah.
more can work, you know.
That's a difference, you know.
Yeah.
I always use a hunting dog for an example of a virtue, because sometimes it's hard to explain what a virtue is, but like on a hunting dog, the drive to hunt, that's a virtue. If he hunts really well, people would want to breed to him. Even if his conformation is off, his virtue is his ability to hunt. And so, you know, we'll breed to him and we'll get that great hunting virtue, and then we'll try to fix the rest as we go while we keep that wonderful hunting virtue. I hope that helps understand, you know, why you'd use a dog that's maybe got faults otherwise or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why, yeah, we'd use something like that.
Yeah, hey, I prefer to keep the drive in there, especially with the Mounties and Shepherds. I prefer.
Oh yeah. That's their main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Without that, I don't know. They're missing a lot.
But people can learn a lot from the hunters. People that hunt clubs and individual hunters. They
Hmm.
can keep,
Yeah,
But
and
what you said?
you can learn from a lot of things, and when you really enjoy dogs and dog breeding and all that, you're kind of fascinated with that stuff
yeah,
enough to go, you know, just go see something, go see an event, look at a dog. But
exactly.
yeah, a lot of times something else and yada yada. But yeah, you can learn a lot from all of them,
Exactly.
really.
Yeah, facts. What's interesting about talking about hunt dogs and stuff is I follow. I'm just into all that. I'm in South Dakota, but nah, man, I was just watching this thing. These people with hunt dogs, and they just
Big money.
their latest win was at a hunt. They won a truck. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
$80,000 truck, $100,000 truck.
Mm.
Coon dogs. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? And when you talk about like the ability of the dog, like those are going back to Jamie, it's a virtue more so than it's training.
Yeah.
Because a coon dog is gonna be a coon dog because it's built to be one. Its ears, like when it comes to tracking and all that, ears are built that way to where it catches the scent and the nose smells it and it falls. You know what I mean? There's a lot out there in the dog world that we can learn from, man. That's happening. If it's about the money, man, there's a lot of ways to make money in dogs,
Hmm. Hmm.
not just breeding.
Fact. But our goal for everybody should be, to make something. It's not that. I mean, there's a lot of dogs in the world, you know?
yeah, yeah. I enjoy dogs. Period. When I was over in Germany, I seen a lot of different dogs. I seen French bulldogs. That's my first time seeing a French bulldog doing bite work.
Oh, yeah.
Boxers
Yeah.
do a lot of bite work over there still. So it was a lot of different dogs doing different things. Even a French bulldog are doing some track work. So
Yeah. And we got to remember, the dogs are still individuals. I mean, even though they're of a breed,
yeah,
yeah, not all greyhounds run and so,
yeah,
Right. And that's the other part I was gonna say is like their lifestyle is so dope over there where, their dogs aren't in the house and you know what I mean? Their dogs are real. Like even if you look at their Rotties, like people are like, oh man, I want a German. And then you look over there and you're like, oh, they look more athletic, like they're leaner and all that. But
hey, a lot of people can't handle them either.
yeah, no, fact.
I think we had probably a stopping point because I can't add nobody back on.
Okay, man, I'm gonna hop off, bro.
So
Have a good one.
Yeah. This time next week we'll be back on with another topic. Maybe some people can send it in if they want to hear certain topics, and we can definitely cover them for you. But until then, we'll talk to you later.
That boy nice.
Oh, okay.
I like
okay.
him. We got 55 motherfuckers on
Hey,
there. Let go.
Listen, man, if you know somebody's sad, man, tag them in the comment, man. I swear they're gonna be happy when they get out there, motherfucker. Man. Oh God. For real. He said he coming so wild as fuck. He said that boy July stay in the kitchen.
Oh God.
Hey, somebody send a request, man. Let's do it. Tank the Bank, what up, bro?
Hey, they one of my favorite spots.
For sure, man. Wayne, what's up with it, man? Hey, y'all shut alive, man. Tag some breeder. What y'all got going
Yeah, I
on,
don't
man?
hold my boy on here too long, man. I know somebody got a dog out there.
I'm telling you, man. Tell
1
them
year
what's up with it.
old.
Appreciate you checking in, man. All right, we got one. We got one
My
right
boy,
here. Hey, y'all shut
my
alive,
boy
man.
1-0 right now.
Jane, what up? What up, bro? Shout your camp out, man. Let them know where you at with it.
Picture exotic.
I know James.
Yes, sir.
He finna bring that shit out.
Yeah, that chocolate
Come on.
one.
Yeah.
Over here. Trying to drink the goddamn Hennessy and shit. My boy, move. Stupid.
What he trying to drink?
Hey, them comments is crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Don't get on my ass. Too bad.
I know, right? I know. Hey, bro, with the mat that just won, they say don't giggle too hard. They on your ass next.
Hey, I already know it. You hear me?
You gotta be built for
Gotta
that. This shit ain't a bro.
Man, he got kicked off.
You gotta be.
Nah, it did it on his own.
Damn.
I think his phone did it when he
Yeah, he can't-
swiped up. Hey, where you say you was at with it though, brother?
Huh?
Where you say you was at?
Michigan City, Indiana.
A lot of people pop out late night 2K Johnson. Hey, for sure, Cad David. For sure,
God.
for sure. Here go Giant coming back in.
Man, the guy,
Damn, what happened,
goddamn
man?
dog exited the live, bro. He said he don't want to do this shit tonight.
Yeah. Let's do it.
And the
Let's do
dog
it.
knew.
I don't know what.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hey, start them off with a
Side
side
step.
step.
Yeah.
Rashad, what up? Rush out of the PSE checking in, man. Hey, Matt, take your boy back, like, to your left. Like, slide him to the left. A little bit more, man. All right, right up. That cool. All right.
Chris?
All right, turn him to the rear.
A little scratched out on the back instead of
The
straight
back.
up and down.
Right, all right.
But yeah, they good on the rear. Let me see.
Yeah, that cool. Turn him back to the front. Hey, we doing first person to 10, man. Chocolate, Matt. Y'all drop them comment. I got one chocolate
You
with
count
Rashad.
chocolate.
Yeah, I don't count chocolate. 2 chocolate. Shut the line
Drop the
for me.
comment.
Get some more breeders in there, bit, man. I got 2 chocolate, 3 chocolate with LTL. KO, what's up, brother? Appreciate you for checking in. I got 4. Five with Cad Dipping. Jalen, what's up, brother?
Y'all leave me the fuck alone. I don't count.
I got 6.
Oh, I got one Matt.
T Brown, what up, brother?
One Matt.
What up, ball head? Appreciate you checking in. I got 6. I got 7. I got 8 with Mike. What up, Mike? Appreciate you checking in, brother. Hey, look, if you don't mind, man, shut the line, man. I got 9. Shout your count. You muted, Matt, but shout your count out again, brother. You muted. We still can't hear you. You probably got a
there you
call.
go.
That bit muted.
Hey, y'all can hear me now?
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, we
Yeah,
hear you.
ODB Kennels, man. Michigan City, Indiana, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Keep working, my boy.
For sure. Appreciate it for tapping
For
in,
sure,
bro.
for sure. I'll be back.
All right,
Good
shut
shit,
the
bro.
line
That chocolate
for me.
boy hard, I bro. appreciate it. Your boy nice too, bro. Already go look, bro.
For sure. I bet. Duke
Man.
Kennel, what up with it, Brody?
Tell them to get on me in the comment, K.
They on you, bro.
Man.
He that little dope out of here. I mean, a little dirt. Hey, y'all, shut the line, man. Cash,
What they
man.
say, look.
Hey, how old is your boy, James? All right, y'all bring them bulls out, man. What them 2-year-old males at? All right, then, smirk.
Damn. That nigga how stupid. I'm gonna put my goddamn do-rag on.
Hey, y'all bring them bulls out, man. We got a 2-year-old boy on the screen, man. Shout out to EBK, man.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, I've been getting a couple lock-ins based off your shit. I'm gonna have to hit you in your message, bro.
Hey,
I got
get in
something
with
for
me.
you.
Hey, look. Okay,
something
I
for
bet.
you.
Bet.
I like
That
that.
Lord,
I
bro.
like
Hey,
that.
Lord.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Lord
That's
right
the
there,
couple
man.
different people like, damn, I seen that boy.
Fact.
First of all, I definitely appreciate you, brother.
Tank, you feel what I'm saying, Tank?
Hey, somebody. Hey, look, they still coming in. Say they coming in. Say you
That
look
my-
like June Williams.
That my
man.
twin, man. They called me July, man.
Hey, here go MTF again talking about Taylor. Here we go.
Motherfucking
I don't
bitch.
leave you alone, bro. You got on that live last night. Turn the fuck up, MTF. You got it, boy. I don't want no smoke with you.
Hey, y'all bring no bulls
Bring
out,
them
man.
out, man.
Hey, I love this
Hey, look,
shit, man. I can't lie, bro. This
They're
shit
not
funny.
gonna bring no bulls out because they know it's gonna be a walk down session. So I'm gonna just promote this boy one more time. I'm hopping the comments.
All right,
Hey.
man, go ahead, do your thing, bro. Let
Come
them film.
Hey, right here.
Hey, man, y'all heard what he said, man. Tell them what their platform did for you,
I ain't
Jay.
gonna lie to you. This boy right here, EBK, got him opened up at 1K, 250 lock in. The direct editorial son bred to a Vito daughter, which Vito doubled up on bait on his moto, and then I forget the mom's name, but yeah, 1K 250 lock in. You know what I'm saying? Or if
That's a
you see
10%
that-
promo fee.
My bros in here said there's a 10% promo fee,
Hey,
bro.
show that. What that say? Hey, show the rear again, bro. And stop him. Nah, he's not crouching, brother. He thinks I'm trying to pull him, so he be getting excited. He ain't gay, but that boy just like his shit. You know what I'm saying? He just like that shit.
He said, hey, Cash Cow said, hold on one second.
Yeah, I
he about to
got
get you some smoke.
June.
Hey, y'all,
William, baby clone.
Y'all got June William, baby clone. Hey, MTL said, all jokes aside, he fought with that boy for real. That
That
be
boy
hard,
hard.
man. Y'all hard to lie, man. Charlie Blocker, what up, bro?
Where you out of, my boy?
I'm in Iowa, bro. I'm in Iowa.
Look, Jane, I don't know if I told you, bro. I got a private chat, bro. Let me know if you want to get in, man.
Yeah, hey, what's going on with that? I've been seeing a bunch of them private chats. What's going on with that?
That's it. That what's up right now. That's the wave.
You done seen a bunch of them, but it ain't all about the bull.
No,
Like,
I haven't been in none of them. I just see a lot of requests, so I just don't know what they are.
oh, no. I ain't saying like goddamn a group.
Oh,
It's a private chat on Messenger.
Okay.
We got like down there 100 people in there, man. You feel me?
Yeah, you can. What I mean,
Just inbox me when you get out the line, bro.
We in that bit for hours.
Yeah, group calls, everything, man.
somebody getting on and I know you told me to hold on, but he said
Yeah, Cash.
he said he ain't gay, but he like that shit. But he do. Well, it ain't nothing. What you want me to do?
Somebody asked, do we got a full
Anthony
tail?
LB.
Yeah, you got a full tail. Hell yeah.
Hey, send a request, man. Anybody want to stack against that boy?
Come on, MTF. Relax, bro. Relax before I make you put a dog on the screen.
He ain't.
For sure. Networking and knowledge.
That's my
man,
partner, man. He ain't gonna pull nothing out tonight.
I know. Listen, I ain't go to the bank either, so I ain't putting 5 bands on the live or nothing like that. So I ain't doing all that.
He said they all jump, but all about the bull. Hey man, shout out to my OG. He said the rest of a jump, man, but all about the bulls. Hey EBK, shit. If you want to hop out, bro, it's on you, shit.
Oh,
Whenever
it
you see
was good. I thought I seen
I
something.
know you ain't going to sleep, bro. For one, you on the Henny. For two, you done got to win. You ain't even go to
Hey,
sleep, bro. Let's
look,
do it,
hey,
man. Just
That
don't-
very first night they played me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They
Look,
they
hold
played
on. What
the
they
heck out my
say
boy.
right there? Somebody
Hey.
promoting that shit. What that is? Point blank bullet.
Point blank bullets, Colleen, Texas
Oh,
in the building. What up,
okay.
gentlemen? Appreciate you,
Fact.
bro. Appreciate you. Hey, look. Hey, Jane, you would.
That shit
Yeah,
was
first.
dead.
So,
But I'll be in the comments.
yeah, we definitely appreciate you, though, man.
Hell yeah.
I bet. Mary Bell, what's up? Appreciate y'all for checking in. Trayvon, what's up with it, bro?
Goddamn poach out so good, okay?
For real, man. Hey, what the Bulls
Yeah,
at,
what
man?
I'm saying, bring them out. Frenchies, you got Frenchies? Bring the Frenchies out.
Hey, he said Darion Ford join the live, man. They want to see them puppies, man. Alan, what's up with you, man? Y'all bring them Bulls out. Nah, hell nah, I ain't even go get none, bro. I ain't even drinking shit, bro.
I'm finna.
They said, damn, man, all that food
Damn.
gone now, man.
Let me eat. Oh. And y'all talk about my hair? God damn.
Hey, y'all send a request, man. Where the Bulls at, man? Anybody want to promote their account, man? You feel me? If you got good advice for the live, man,
Yeah.
send a request. Any question, drop them in the comment. Hey, if you on here, man, drop your kennel name too, man. I want to shout everybody out, man. What days y'all be coming on?
Yeah,
Shit.
that's what they can do right now. If you're a breeder,
Man, I'm gonna shout everybody out, man. If you want to join the live from every day, what up, Mark Bank? Appreciate you for checking in, brother. Hey, y'all share the live, man. Yeah, man, I ain't got shit. I ain't got shit until I ain't got shit tonight, man. I'm just chilling, man. I ain't drinking shit, man. I ain't gonna get shit. What up, Tom? Appreciate you for checking in, man. Tracy Morgan, what up with it, bro?
like that, you like that boy
Bull, man, prominent. What's up, bro?
What the name is?
Only one way kennel. Appreciate you for checking in. Y'all bring them Bulls out. Shout out to Big Boy Kennel, man. AJ8 Kennel for checking in. Appreciate everybody for checking in.
What that means?
Folks City Bullets. Shout out to my big bro DY, man. Only one way to bring them Bulls out, man. What y'all got? Shout out to Dominique,
Like
man.
that knife.
Shut up,
I
live.
go down too big.
Shout out to the motion picture is on it, man. BBK over there working. Appreciate y'all for checking in, man. Y'all shut the line.
Oh, you just drop it.
Now, and it's Roger Clark. What up, brother?
Yeah,
If you want to join the live, man, send a request. Hold on.
Yeah, Poke Shop got in the teeth. Zaza Kennel.
What up with it, JD?
Zaza Kennel.
Shout out to
What's up?
Zaza Kennel.
Oh,
Zeke Cash.
that's
What
my
up with it,
partner,
brother?
man. He one of the ones out the city. That one of the ones who first had no bullets down.
Reports on the ground.
Hey, y'all send a request.
Everybody shouting out kennels. Ain't nobody showing shit. That's what I'm talking about, King. Hey, you bring something out, King. Let me see something. What up, fam? Hey, inbox, King L, inbox Darry Young, man. He'll get you right, man. Y'all shut the live, man. What we doing, man? Where the breeders at?
Put that shit on again. We take the kids for you.
Hey, Cash Cow, bring the Bulls out, man. What you got?
Nigga had to fuck me a little box with the other one.
Yeah, I definitely feel it. I definitely feel it.
Bitch right here. Oh, but I'm bitch right here. I ain't them bitch.
Fully functional. What up, Brody? Good, that, man.
Okay. You want to try one of them?
What up, Baba?
I be trying to. I be trying to.
You say, you know, I ain't got none. I ain't know it. You got to add my brother. I'm at 18 Wheeler right now, bro. Fully functional boy. Hey, fully functional. Pop out, man. Let us see something, man. Give us some advice, man.
What you doing over there, bro?
Oh man. And you know, I'm just chilling
What up,
and kicking it,
Cash
you know what I'm
Out?
saying?
Them folk been on my ass, boy.
Checking in, know you fam. Oh yeah, I definitely appreciate
Man.
that fully functional.
I seen them folks on your ass. I was like, why they doing my boy like that, man?
Shout out to Massachusetts checking in that bit. My dog on
My
TL,
bad,
man.
my bad. I forgot. I thought we was on that group chat, boy.
Sometimes I be having to remember, like,
But
Hey man, listen, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. If you don't mind, man, shut the live for me. Oh, here go Dun Tavis.
I did the
Hey,
I already did the live performance shit. We got a show March 1st. Pop out with it. Yeah, that's with that boy.
Chicago in there, motherfucker. What that, Rashad? What happened? Hey, Dun Tavis, what's up with you? Hey, Dun Tavis. You hear me?
his shit say joining on my shit.
Yeah, his shit. That his shit fucking that definitely ain't my shit.